One shot, let's begin. A story about a lone wolf girl who caught my attention by Ash. Translated and uploaded by player one underscore please and Scarlet underscore space underscore. Alright. It is well, we read and we react in this channel. Boom. Let's get some different lighting here. And let's begin, everybody. There's there's someone I'm curious about. It's Himagami-san, the lone wolf. Himagami Sumire. Thanks to her beauty and her figure, she's secretly popular amongst the boys at school, but she's just really hard to approach. Don't talk to me, Aura. Because of that dark aura, there are even baseless rumors going around calling her a dangerous person. I don't think that's true, but it's a fact she's hard to approach. Honestly, I'm kind of scared too. And in the midst of all that, a chance to talk to her suddenly appears. Can't believe I ended up next to her after the sea change, Clatter. I was thinking, I talked to her since we were next to each other now. Glance. Textbook wall. Maybe she really doesn't want to get involved with people. I've only ever seen her eating lunch early. Slam. Clatter. Startle Russell. Snap. Are you okay? Wait, that's Hey, you dropped this, right? How to make friends. Look them in the eye when you talk and not respond properly. Match other people's interests. Keep up with the trends. Be the one to invite them first. Silence should be under 5 minutes. Within reason. Don't push yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Help them with their trouble. Invite them to walk home together. Oh, that's cute. This is Fuji-kun. Thank you for picking it up, but please don't tell anyone, okay? But dump. Yeah, Himagami-san is a lone wolf, but maybe she's just really shy. Next time, maybe I'll try inviting her to lunch. All right. So, um, sorry, I'm Mr. Popular all of a sudden. Why I don't need to be Mr. Popular. Um, this is a fairly simple story. It's fairly short. The author, they're good at drawing. uh, from what little I have seen, and maybe they just, you know, from what little I've seen, good drawing. This one's very good drawing. This one is also a very good drawing here. There's just some very, very dynamic shots now. Before I go off and praise this person too much, they deserve all of it. I mean, this doesn't need to be the most detailed. It reminds me of very early, like, how do I put this? It reminds me of like early Clannad. That's what I'm gonna put it. It reminds me of very much a shojo style person there. Then yep, this one too. I know his eyes were a little different, not bad. I gotta see more of how they draw people, to be honest. He draws the women very, very well, or yes, the only woman here, Himagami Sumire. And him, these eyes remind me of what's it called? Liar Game One Out. I forget the name of the author, but he had a way of drawing the main character with eyes like that. Now, okay, gosh, okay, let me not go too in depth for this because I will go and I will explore a million times over for all of 3 to 5 minutes probably. But this is a plot line. Yeah, I find it charming. I find it cool. I like the idea that like, this person is antisocial, he's or she's not talking much, and people assume the best or the worst. Just because they're a little silent to people. And I think for me, this almost like happened, I guess. Um, or this sort of happened because I like gained a reputation at work for being very, very calm when things go wrong. And part of that is that, when a kid misbehaves or something bad goes on, don't respond. I'm just kind of quiet, like, and then, I'm trying to go through my thoughts, trying to calm myself down. I'm like, okay, body, this is a physiological reaction. It's not going to happen very long. Think about this. What can we do? Da 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 da. Da. And maybe that is calmness, but a lot of the time it's just silence that I portray. It's kind of like with One Punch Man with King. Sometimes where you're just silent and people you assume the best, hopefully. Um, because there have been other times where like I just didn't know what to say or I was overthinking, but I would just be quiet. People like, oh, I admire your patience with this person. I admire your calmness, or that you weren't getting visibly frustrated, or this, that, and the other. It's just me like, okay, and I don't know what to say. Let me not say anything. Like, is this the right time to respond? Da, 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 da. A little bit of over analyzing with everything. And so, I could see why people they get aura from doing it like this. I don't think I get aura of like mad mysteriousness. I'm pretty much a dweeb, but I'd be like crying here, like, you sure? Please don't tell anyone, okay? Uh, and I think I could even see myself doing this or have done stuff like this. Do I have trouble making friends? I wouldn't say exactly so. I think that as an adult, it's a bit harder to make friends, and that some of that is definitely on me, where I need to put myself out there more. I mean, you just need to contact or do like the hygiene associated with it. There we go. The hygiene associated with friendship, where you just, you know, do things or comment, or you go and you send a something or another, and that's something where I get overly anxious, and I don't know why. When it's like, oh no, does this person really want to hear from me? Am I gonna annoy them? Da 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 da. And a lot of it's just kind of rewiring my internal thing. Like, okay, okay, you got this, Lorenzo. You got this. Da, 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 da. It's okay to respond here. Why are you overthinking the time? Did it end with a 0? Did it end with a 30? Did it end with 5? Were they thinking that you were just going to wait till exactly 35? Oh no, who says? Da, da, da. It's a lot of overthinking. Let's just put it that way. And so writing a checklist like this, I kind of you look to the other person in the eyes when we were talk. Yeah, I try to do that. This is a tip I learned from Tyra Banks, where she said she has trouble. Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model person host. She said she just looks through people or looks at their forehead instead of just always having to make eye contact. And I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of has served me well. I do that enough at the time. Not to respond properly. Yep, yep, mm-hmm. And just making sure that you are responding properly, especially because a lot of people don't listen. They just want to talk or wait to respond. Match the other person's interest. I try to do my best, and I think this is what I'm good at doing. When people recommend me something, I usually do my best to try and watch it or at least get something for it. Yeah, yeah, match the other person's interest. I try to do that. Keep up with the trends somewhat. Some of the modern slang and lingo, of course. Be the one to invite them first, I think, is one that I kind of have trouble with. I do tend to try to arrange events, but I think sometimes it would be nice if I was invited amongst my friend group, and the ones that I'm close with, I think that I am, and I'm grateful for that. Silence should be under 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had a worry about silence for too long, and if I did, it just happened. Um, have confidence in yourself. Yep, that's one where I do my best. Have confidence in myself. Help them when they're in trouble. This is one I try to do frequently. Be very solution oriented. Try to be helpful to a fault, maybe. Invite them to walk together. I don't know. As an adult, that'd be very, very tough. Like, hey, you want to walk to your home 20 miles away? Do you want to walk to your home a marathon's distance away? Do you want to walk to my home, which is 5 kilometers that way? It's and in the wrong direction, not so much, but I get it there. Um, so I do appreciate her doing this work and doing her best to get better. Please don't tell anyone. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe really shy is a way to describe me, or anxious. I don't know if that's the right word to describe me, but there's something definitely there. Oh, what? Down, downer, downer Oni-san. I often meet the convenience. Is this the same one? I'm gonna pick this one in Spanish so I can kind of know what's going on and also not spoil it. Oh, okay. That's just the making of. Okay. Okay, these are like 1 to 2 pages. I kind. Eres, eres un auténtico buscavidas, ¿lo sabías? Así es como se va a acumular, ¿sabes? Así es. La próxima vez puedes salir con tu Onisan para divertirte. Vamos a tener una cita. Okay. Um, basically inviting them out on a date. Vamos a tener una cita. Let's have fun. I gotta. Does this Ash have a Twitter? Let's see your Twitter, Ash. Because I'm super curious about their Oh, is it New Year's over there? Oh, Merry Christmas. I have no plans. What a legend. Trust the more interesting than AI. What a legend. Is one of the things shaping who I am, right? Uma Musume Gray, a Cinderella story that races through youth, reaching the goals. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. They're just a degenerate like me, except they're more involved with, I guess. Wow, I love it. You're amazing. Good on you, Ash. I'm sorry, but it's very rare that I find any users relatable as, oh, I don't have any plans for Christmas. I'm just gonna be hanging out here, and that kind of describes me a lot of the time. Um, they seem to have like this character they draw a lot. And they are accepting requests. That is actually super interesting. Maybe. I don't know. I occasionally think about these requests, but I never follow through on them. It could be fun. Uh, oh. This is where they put their not safe for work stuff. Well, good on you. Um, good on you. That's all I could say. Well, awesome, awesome. I, I mean, I should have known that it was gonna be, erotica in the end. There was gonna be something there. And I don't know. We'll keep it from here. But yeah, I like the story. I like the social anxiousness here. I could also see. Now, this might seem like a really what is this? I guess this is also like appeals to the male gaze as a romance story, right? Because like having something that's kind of like a gothic person who's kind of just a bit of a timid, shy person, um, it just looks good, right? I think that's a lot of people's type nowadays. Like, oh, okay. And it's really interesting comparing this to the movies of yesteryear where they needed somebody a bit more preppy, somebody a bit more joyous and outspoken and da 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 da. And in this case, it's literally the person like, yeah, I have social anxiety. Oh, but this again, such a good image. I love this one. Anyways, this bear is so cute too. How to make friends. I feel that. I guess I'll have this be the thumbnail. Anyways, uh, gosh, New Year's Eve is tomorrow over here. So I'll try to find a New Year's Eve themed thing tomorrow. And I guess that'll be everything. If you don't hear from me before then, Happy New Year's. Happy New You, or same you with tons of experience, however you tend to view it. So keep it up, everybody. By the way, that was cranberry juice I'm drinking. Diet cranberry juice. Anyways, thank you all for watching. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.